So many of us are caught up in a cycle of pushing things off, procrastinating, waiting for things to go. I know literally before recording this, I was just kind of redoing my to do list because I was like, okay, I didn't get everything I thought I would get done. So let me push it to another day. But I want to explain to you why this is helping to keep us out, or this is keeping us stuck in a dysregulated nervous system state. Hey, friend, welcome to the Ready to Rise podcast. This is the podcast for ambitious, successful women who've checked off all the boxes: the career, the routines, the self help books, and therapy. We've done it all. But if you're still feeling numb, stuck, or like you're just going through the motions, you're in the right place because I've totally been there and I've healed myself using the tools that I now teach. I got certified in them so that I could help other women do the same. I'm your host, Audrey Rose, a registered nurse and somatic life coach, and I'm here to help you stop just coping, stop just going through the motions, and actually start feeling good again in your life, feeling happy again. Each week, we explore nervous system regulation, emotional wellness, and rituals that are rooted in ancient wisdom, ancient practices, so you can stop just going through the motions and stop just getting by and start really feeling lit up and alive and fully plugged in again. This is about real happiness, the kind that fills your body, lights you up, and helps you create a life that you are obsessed to wake up for. So are you ready? Because I'm excited to help you feel like you again. And if we actually could take some time and just bust out some of the things on our to-do list that feel aligned, that feel good, that aren't going to drain us or push us into burnout, that will help us to come out of a dysregulated state. It actually helps to regulate the nervous system. So let's dive in. I was, just putting things off, and it's been for months. I want maybe even years on some of the tasks. I have like a little shed that has all my hiking equipment in it. For example, a lot of stuff for my dog, like just miscellaneous items, right? And I've been putting it off. To be completely honest, I feel like this might be a valid reason, but I really thought that there might be some black widows or something really scary in there. So to be honest, I've been putting it off for a reason. It was like out of fear. And I don't know what happened. Just that little project and then just other like little housekeeping projects. I know we all like, when you get something new for your house, it always comes with a manual and like extra parts and all of the things. And it's like, where do I put all this crap? Unless you just throw it away and just wing it. But I am not like that. I'm a little bit I like things a certain way. So I get a little scared. But I'm like, where does all this stuff go? And what happens is it ends up in a drawer, and then a different manual for something else ends up in a different drawer, and then everything is just all over the place, right? So I went for a really nice walk with my husband about a week ago. We went on a really good walk. We got some sunshine, we got some fresh air, and I don't know what happened during that walk, but it motivated me so much. I think because I had kind of been getting into a rut again. Night shift has been hard for me, and it's starting to get a little better, but it was a hard season getting used to it. Also, just life. Like life has been, if you've been listening or if you've been watching on Instagram, life has been hitting us with one thing after another, and it has been horrible. And I don't know what happened. I just feel like that walk and just kind of some of the things have been getting resolved and all of these like life issues. And so I think that this gave me this feeling of like bliss, to be honest. I felt like we're turning the page on some of these things. I have other things scheduled. So like, I know that they're actually going to happen now. Like, I feel like we're starting to come out of this really crappy season and it feels really good. And then I started to feel like this motivation. And I'm like, you know what? When we get home, like, let's do this, let's do that. I ended up staying up super late, finishing the shed. Like, I took everything out. I cleaned everything. I organized. I threw so much stuff away. And I was telling my friend, like when I went to bed that night, it felt like, how like when you get a really good haircut and you just like chop your hair and you feel so much lighter and so much fresher. That is how it felt. It felt just like that moment of like, whoa, like I got rid of so much. I feel lighter. I feel less emotionally attached, or less kind of like these energetic cords. Like I feel less attached to all of these projects and all of these to-do lists and all of this stuff that doesn't need to be taking up physical space or energetic, like mental space for me anymore. I was able to let go of so much, and it felt so freeing. And then the next day I ended up, literally redoing our closets, redoing the organization of everything, throwing so many things away. And it was amazing. Like I gave you the example of the manuals. I don't know why, but it's those weird miscellaneous things that just take up random space in our homes and in our, in our spaces. And so being able to pull everything out, put everything in one spot, like all of the like things going together, it feels so good. And the way that like I'm noticing as I was working through this that this was energetically clearing up a lot of space and a lot of my mental capacity. But I was also noticing that this was really regulating my nervous system. And so I was kind of thinking into that and wanted to share it with you guys. The reason why is because now, when you wake up without all this clutter on the outside, without all this chaos going on in your physical space, you can literally wake up and go about your day. For somebody like me I'm not diagnosed with ADHD at all, but I feel like I definitely lean that way. And I also do have anxiety and depression. And so for somebody like me, it's easy to kind of wake up, start to get anxious, or maybe I'm in a depressive episode and I just wake up and I'm just like, whoa, this feels like too much. I can't do it. I can't go through my daily routine because there's clutter in the way. I don't know exactly where things are. I don't exactly have a space for everything to go. So it makes life harder. And we think that it shouldn't, because we see people who are more free and like carefree, and they're just going with the flow and like things, or whatever. And we think that we're supposed to be able to be that way, but we cannot really function that way, a lot of us. And so we need that routine for a clear nervous system, right? For a nervous system that feels regulated and that feels really good, we need a routine, but it needs to be accessible. So when your clothes are all over the place, or, a light bulb and a wrench that you need for your house one day, or your hiking gear is just in complete chaos and you won't even open the shed door because you're scared of what you're going to find. Therefore, it's preventing you from living a routine that lights you up and fulfills you and regulates your nervous system. That's the problem, right? So for me, like not even being able to open up my shed, not even being able to access my equipment, it's just kind of like put me in a rut to where I like that led to me just kind of making it easier to say no to going on hikes or long walks, because I don't know where my stuff is. I don't know if it's ready to go. Well, it wasn't ready to go, clearly. And then, it was like this big thing that I didn't want to face. Putting it off like that continues telling our brain and our response center, our sensing, our threat sensing center, that's a big threat. That's a scary thing. That's something that's not safe. So we continue putting it off. Just putting it off a few times sends that signal to your brain that it's not safe to complete that task. And you're going to continue to put it off and continue to put it off. I spent more than a year, easily more than a year, not even opening the door to that shed because I was building it up, building this whole thing up in my nervous system. I was so overwhelmed by the idea of even doing it. And I don't know, that walk gave me so much energy and put me into this kind of bliss state that I was able to get this whole big project done. And now, now I had to reorder some of my stuff because, let's be honest, a lot of it was kind of gross. For not going out there, not taking care of things. My water bladder, like for hiking, like my Camelback, was disgusting and like full of mold and nasty, and I had to like reorder it, and that was a whole thing. But like it didn't have to be that way if I hadn't kept putting these things off, right? But now everything is set up. Everything is ready to go. I know where everything is. Everything has a place. And now it's easy. Now, when I want to go do something like that, I know where everything is. It's going to be easy. So going through my routine and incorporating activities into my life that light me up, that regulate my nervous system, that make me feel really good about myself, those are easier to incorporate now. So I wanted to pop in here and just share like this. It's crazy too, because it's like one thing led to another to this almost like blissful state for me, where I was actually like dancing in the shower the other day. And I stopped for a minute and I was like, wait a minute. I literally was just like dancing in the shower, like young Audrey, right? Like I'm like so happy again. But it's because it's easy for me. I can wake up. I know exactly where all of my little morning supplements or, everything I need to make my shake in the morning. It's all right there. It's easy. It's ready to go. I know where, I know what I'm having for lunch because everything, I laid it all out for myself. I took a lot of that chaos out of my life by just organizing and cleaning and planning. And I'm not going to lie, like I feel so much more energetic because I'm not wasting time. The amount of time I used to waste procrastinating on things, getting worried about things, even just feeling drained from a nervous system that constantly felt like things were threats out of those kind of, the things I've been talking about. That was so much energy wasted that now that amount of energy is going towards me doing things that light me up, having more of a capacity to go through my life and do things that really make me happy. Hey friend, quick question. When was the last time that you felt truly reset? If you've been pushing through exhaustion or kind of spinning your wheels, or maybe noticing that your energy is all over the place, I have something for you. I'm hosting a free 7-day nervous system reset challenge. In this round, I'm super excited to say that we are blending chakra alignment with the daily nervous system practices. So each day, you'll get a new tool like breath work, tapping, or sound healing paired with a chakra that it supports. This is going to be free, 7 days, very powerful, and truly amazing. So if you're ready to feel grounded, more energized, and reconnected to yourself in just 1 week, join us for free. The link is in the show notes below, or if you just go to Instagram, it is there in my bio for you. Can't wait to reset together. And it's so crazy how that's a domino effect in the opposite direction, where now just going on a walk with my husband made me want to go do more things, made me want to go do more and more and more because I'm really happy and really lit up to the point that I'm dancing in the freaking shower. And I want that for you. So go do the thing. I don't know what it is that you've been waiting on. And again, I never want you to go put yourself into a state of burnout. So don't do that. But like find something on your to-do list that you've been putting off. Calling the doctor, calling the dentist, whatever it is. One simple task. And let that turn into a domino effect. Because I promise as soon as you're done with that task, you're going to feel more regulated. You're going to feel a little bit more joy in your life. And you're going to realize that that wasn't as hard as I've been making it out to be. And now I can do the next thing and the next and the next, right? So get after it. And also, I don't want to leave this conversation without reminding you, I have a free nervous system regulation group coming up. It starts off on October 21st. It's completely free, and I'm going to implement 10 minutes a day. So practices that are only 10 minutes a day and little videos that drop every single day so that you can follow along step by step and get some real nervous system regulation in a short amount of time. So come and join us. Until then, until next time, I love you so much, and you can find all the links down below in the show notes. I'll see you soon. Thank you for tuning in to another amazing episode of the Ready to Rise podcast. It means so much to me to have you here and to get to share all of this with you. If this one resonated, literally just send this to a friend, share it with her right now, because there's so many women out there who really need this information. And I would also love it if you could take a quick screenshot, throw it up on Instagram, tag me at Hello Audrey Rose so that I can connect with you and get to know you. But thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Have a blessed and beautiful day, and I will see you next time.